Welcome to Cut to the Chase, the show that gives buyers and sellers the clarity they need to win in real estate. What we talk about today, we're talking about the 3 biggest mistakes that people make when wanting to sell a house.
Mistake number 1 for me, Diego, is inducements.
Okay,
like
tell me more.
any professional. I just had my knee done. I've never heard of a surgeon going, we're doing 2 for 1. A solicitor who's giving a discount. Quality people don't discount, they don't give inducements. Do not fall into that trap. Because people who are asking for inducements are trying to buy business, and you don't want an agent or an agency who's trying to buy your listing.
I always find it very interesting that I do lose business on a regular basis because I pitch for a lot of business. A lot of people come to me, right? And I always just very frankly say to someone that says, oh, the other agent is cheaper. I say, if that agent cannot negotiate the commission, how can they negotiate the best price for your property, right? Like, just think about that. And then normally people think about it, it's like, yeah, no, that's right. You get a budget agent, you get a budget price.
Correct. You're the person, it's your home. You're the one paying for the profiling, the impact marketing of the property, because you get to set the reserve or you get to set the price that it sells for. As a seller, you have 97% roughly equity that you're going to take. You're going to pay a fee to an agency to sell your home. So you get to make the decisions. You pay for the advertising, because it brings us to number 2, right? The biggest mistake people compromise. If you want 100% of the value, you've got to put 100% of the marketing into the market, right? No compromise. So those that are offering inducements, they'll give you poor marketing campaigns, which will cost you even more money because they have to take shortcuts. No one's turning up on your doorstep going, I'm going to give you 10,000. We all know that they package it to sound really, really flash, but there are shortcuts happening left, right, and center.
And the third thing is not knowing the markets. Now, as an owner, you obviously do your due diligence on your agents, but you got to understand what's happening in the market. You got to understand the patterns of the type of property that you're about to sell. What are the last 10, 20 sales? How they have performed? What was the average days on the market? What was their correlation with CV? And they're all parameters, right? They are not the decision why you decide what a property is worth. But if you can understand what's happening in the wider market, not just in your suburb, neighboring suburb, then you can go in wide open eyes, knowing that you're going to achieve the result that you want, because the last 10, 20 properties have been within that range, right? But sometimes I see people making the mistake that coming on the market wanting $1 million for a house that was never in the vicinity of $1 million. But unfortunately, they heard the wrong thing from the agents.
Yes, and listen, I had one the other day, Diego, when the agent was saying, oh, sales are happening around 750 to 800, right? They don't know. They're making the numbers up. So watch for the language of around, kind of, hard to get feedback, because quality agents always talk in facts and real time. One Sturgis Road sold for bang. One Somerville Rise sold for bang. You know, facts, watch the language.
So in summary, the 3 mistakes to avoid is, look, no inducements. You know, at the end of the day, if you get something for free, there is a reason why.
Don't save money on marketing. It's going to cost you at the end.
It will cost you money. Number 2 is having strong marketing that delivers. And number 3 is having the knowledge of the market. So when a good buyer arrives, you know that they are a good buyer based on what's been happening in the area.
Based on unbiased, factual information. Those 3 cannot go wrong.
Cut to the chase. Thank you very much to no sponsor, a part of you, the watchers. We very much appreciate it if you can like, share, subscribe, or put a comment. Thank you.